The next hero of Hants is William Scott, known as the Mariner of Minasville. William was the subject of a film short that premiered at the Atlantic Film Festival in 2005. Under foreboding skies, William, now a retired sea captain, stood on the shoreline near his home in Minasville. The captain gazed intently out to sea as he had done many times past. On this occasion, his eyes were fixed on a small schooner that was breaking the western horizon. The schooner, called the Only Son, was owned by the captain and operated by two of his sons. His sons, on this day, were returning from Windsor, having discharged a cargo of lumber at a new plaster mill. As the captain watched the schooner make its way under December skies, storm clouds gathered. As the sky darkened, the captain reflected on times past when world travels required he round the Cape in South America. No stretch of water was more treacherous. He made the voyage 25 times. During these voyages, he drove his vessels through hurricanes, gales, and sea squalls. Not a vessel was lost. On one occasion, as he rounded the Cape, the captain found himself in a gale that lasted for 6 days. During the gale, the bark he was skippering was blown over on its side so that its sails dragged in the water. It came dangerously close to grounding itself on rocky shoals that guard the coast. Years later, the captain said it gave him cold shivers to recall the incident. Back on the Minasville shoreline, the captain watched his sons and noticed the storm had intensified as wind lashed his face and salt spray stung his eyes. He knew his sons were in danger. The schooner was floundering. With alarm, he watched as the vessel was driven off course and crashed into the rocks off Burnt Coat Head. The schooner was dashed to pieces. Only the cabin was left intact. The captain, assisted by his two sons, who had escaped the wreck without injury, hauled the cabin back to the family farm, where it was used as a chicken house. The historic site that commemorates Captain William Scott, the Mariner of Minasville, on the historic Hants Loop is his home in Minasville.